Doo-doo-doo. It's me. Hey, what's up, everybody? Jonathan Perez here, and today I want to show you troubleshooting. That's what we're going over, and I want to make sure that we all kind of know how to do it. So this is one of my clients' websites, and she works with me. I help her with her site, and I do the maintenance. I did not build this, though. This was actually built with the Divi theme. I'm not a huge fan of it, but, you know, whatever works. She's having an issue. If you go into shop and you go into, let's wait for this to load, any product you want, you pick one, you add it to the cart. We'll choose some options. Add it to the cart, view the cart, and here's where the problem is. We'll proceed to checkout, and you'll see down here, this just gets stuck in an infinite loop. And it doesn't change. So it's messing a lot of stuff up because she cannot have anybody making orders because they can't check out, which totally sucks. So if I inspect it, I'm not even getting any information here. If you take a look at this, the only thing that it shows is status 500 internal server error. Now, I host a lot of e-commerce websites, and I never have any issues with them. It's only on this website. So I want to try to figure out what the difference is between all the other websites that are on my platform, which is Liquid Web, versus this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start troubleshooting it. And this is the proper way to troubleshoot. This is what everybody says to do, but it's a pain in the ass because it just takes a little while. But it's how you should do it. But I'm going to use a little investigative stuff to show you. So let's get into this. The first thing that we have to do is we are going to make a backup. I use Updraft. So Updraft Plus backups. I'm going to make a backup of this, and then I'm going to copy it onto my local. So that's the first thing we're going to do. All right, guys, so basically what I just did was I downloaded from Updraft and then I re-uploaded. I was going to do something local, but Flywheel by local for some reason just wasn't working. It was pissing me off. So I ended up just making a subdomain. And actually, this is a lot better because it tests it on the same environment that the website is on. So I don't have to try to do any type of trickery for it. So I'm just going to go ahead and log in. That should be my address. No, it's not. And one other thing just to take note is, because this was taking me a long time and I was just getting frustrated, some of the upload files didn't get fully uploaded, so a couple of the images are going to be broken. But I want you to know that that's totally okay. And the reason why that's okay is because I don't care if the images are broken or not. I'm trying to troubleshoot a specific situation, and that situation is the shopping cart, right? So that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm going to check it out. So let's go check out the site now, and let's see if this issue is replicated. So I'm going to head over to Shop Our Store. All this information is the same. Let's head over to Baseball Tees. Pick something, add to cart. Okay, some options. Add to cart. And let's view the cart, and let's see if I get the same issues. Proceed to checkout. Now what's happening is this should not be loading. And definitely getting the same issues. So because I have a shopping cart on surefirewebservices.com, and I've used this a bunch of times with different things, there's definitely something wrong with the theme or a plugin. So what we're going to do is we're going to start disabling and enabling things just to see what it could be. I have a huge feeling it's the theme. I could totally be wrong, maybe just because I'm not really a big fan of Divi, but I don't know, we'll see. So let's try this out. So let's head back over into here. I'm going to go into plugins, installed plugins, and the first thing I'm going to do is think of what could possibly be causing this. Now I have WP Rocket, that's my caching plugin. A lot of times with the minifying and things like that, it causes issues, which could possibly be causing an issue. So I'm going to deactivate that first, because one, we don't need it while we're testing, and I just want to make sure, see if it's causing issues or not. So I'm going to go ahead and right click inspect element, and what this is going to do, it's going to bring up my little error message thing over here, Go to console, you'll see the Facebook pixel ID is jacked up, and I keep getting the same error with no information at all. I'm going to go ahead and hold down the mouse, and I'm going to click empty cache and hard reload. This is so it gives me a clean, fresh page without me having to go nuts with my caching. So I'm still getting that issue. That means WP Rocket is not the culprit. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this, because this could possibly be causing an issue as well, the Facebook pixel. So let's head over to the plugins, and let's see where that could possibly be as well, because I don't know. So this is a big part of troubleshooting. It's really just finding out what's wrong. This is why I always continuously use a dev stack, because I know the tools that I use, I know where things go, and anytime someone uses something that's not a framework, like, I don't know, a theme from Theme Forest, it gets a lot harder because nothing's consistent. So you're constantly dealing with the new environment. I like to build my things a certain way, so if I do have any trouble with anything, I always know exactly where to go. Nothing is a mystery to me. That's why I hate when people start building sites just picking random things. They're just a lot harder to maintain and a lot harder to use. So let's see if we could find any type of Facebook pixel here. Add code to the head of your blog. What we have: Hotjar, Zendesk, Google Tag Manager. I'm not sure where that is. This says FB Events, or it's a duplicate pixel. That means it's coming in two places. I don't know where that is. It may take me a while to find it. Before I even do that, you know what? Let's just get rid of all of these codes. Mainly because if there's any extra stuff on it and I get rid of it and it works, well, hey, then we solved the issue, right? And always just keep note of what you're doing. Like, you don't want to do a bunch of different things and then go, oh, I don't know what I did to fix it. All right, so we have everything up there. Let's try this again. Hold it down, empty cache, reload, and let's see if any of those scripts changed anything. Oh, look at that. Well, hello there. Okay, let's give it another refresh, because this is some like weird random issue. Wow, look at that. It fixed it. So there's something wrong with the code. I'm still getting these generic issues. Actually, let me refresh this. Refresh. I still have that Facebook issue, but what? And that's how you fix things, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it's that easy. Pretty awesome. Let's see if anything else happens. Ah, I got suckered in. No, that's not the issue. I'm still having an issue pop up. You know what? I'm going to move this into... Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Into the bottom dock, just so we have it here. Okay. So we still have... Oh man, guys, I think we solved this with the first thing. It's one of those scripts that just keeps messing with everything, which is probably why I keep getting those errors. This seems to be working just fine. Oh, I'm on the wrong domain. Hello. Hello. And sometimes we do that too. We end up being on the wrong domain. Either way, it still looks like it fixed it. So troubleshooting, I mean, if that didn't fix it, what I would ultimately have to do is go back into the theme options, click the plugins. The next step would have been all the WooCommerce plugins, just to see if any of those were messing with anything. So I would have deactivated everything that wasn't the official WooCommerce. Get rid of those and see if that fixes and works. Then after that, it may have fixed it or it may not have fixed it. My next step would have been, let's see if it actually loads. My next step would be to look at these plugins. This is very server heavy, this specific plugin. Oh, look at that, Facebook conversion pixel. So just be really looking at these different things and seeing what could the culprit possibly be. So it still seems like we're getting a random issue. So we didn't fix it, which is good because I can still try to figure some stuff out. Still a 500 error on the same exact thing. So this is a weird bug because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work, which is really awkward. But it seems like it's just working more now that I got rid of that. So we'll make a little side note. And just keep refreshing it until something breaks. All right. That's 4 in a row. Do you think we can call it fixed? Let me add something else in the cart. And you also want to keep testing different scenarios too. So if it works, like it seems to be working right now, just add something else in the cart. Or just try a different scenario that wouldn't work, right? Let's check out the cart. I've got 4 items. Go, show me. Check out. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's not working. So it looks like we have a few hit and misses. I don't have all this content jacked up though, so let's try the next thing. Since the Facebook pixel is the issue, initially I just saw this Facebook conversion pixel. Let's deactivate that. Boom. And then let's try it. Refresh. I still got that error. You could see it. You can't see it, but off screen, it just pops up, and you see it pop up with the error. So anytime this error pops up, there's something else that's wrong with it. So let's just keep continuing because I thought I had it fixed, and I don't. So let's do exactly what I said. Let's start getting rid of these WooCommerce add-ons. And I might have to update this, but I don't have the update thing. So let's see if deactivating it will actually work. Let's get rid of all of these. Deactivate. And if that works, then we can start reactivating them one by one. So let's refresh. Now I'm really looking at this off screen, which you can't see, but oh yeah, see, there goes the error. So that means this isn't loading. All right. Let's do a hard empty cache reload. See if we get that same error. Yes, we did. Okay. So it's not the WooCommerce stuff. Let's try product catalog feed pro. Let's just deactivate that. And then we're just going to keep going one by one until we actually figure out the problem. So I'm going to pause it because it's probably going to be boring for you to just watch me deactivate each plugin one by one. And when I find the culprit, I will come back. Or if I don't find it, I'll come back. Let's do this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I found the issue. And guess what it was? It's this little doohickey, Facet WP. Check this out. I'm not getting any errors right now. I've refreshed it a dozen times already just to make sure that I'm not getting any errors. We'll see this and wait for a little pop-up error. And no, this stuff loads beautifully. Now, if I click on here and I go to Facet WP, watch what happens. I'm going to activate it. And then I empty this stuff. Blop, blop. Error. Ain't that something, huh? Yet another reason why I consistently use the same plugins and the same dev stack on all of my projects. So guys, this is a lesson learned. Something clearly is conflicting with Facet and maybe the theme or WooCommerce or something like that. So I'm going to have to tell the client that there's an issue with this plugin. Contact them if you still want to use it. Now we can just take a quick look to see if it's even used on the website. So let me just deactivate it again. Whoops. Oh no, that's right. Let me deactivate it. and it's Facet WP is searching type of plugin for like filters and things like that. So let's just see if it's here, and I'm not really seeing it anywhere. Even if I go to the shop page, shop, I'm not seeing it being used. So it's probably safe to just remove it. And pretty incredible that that's what the hell was freaking causing all the issues. But like I said, that's how you troubleshoot. If all of the themes were deactivated and we still had the issue, then the next step would be to go onto the theme. A lot of people say, oh, deactivate everything and then activate it one by one, but screw that, because some people have a lot of plugins and you don't know what's used and being used. The real rule of thumb is only have what you're going to use. It doesn't make sense to have more plugins, especially if you're not using them. So only keep active what you're going to use, and you'll have a lot less problems in the future. But problem solved, guys. Thank you for this, and I'll have a lot more to come.